I have no idea how to just exist without pushing and trying and moving toward the future very actively. My coach, Glow, encouraged me to just exist in this season while I'm doing my OK report every day. Her words were like, it's okay to just exist during this season. And I'm like, yeah, cool, exist. It's okay to just exist. That whole idea of like, you're a human being, not a human doing. She didn't say that, but like, it reminded me of that. And yeah, I think I am pretty inexperienced in just existing, especially women in our 40s. We are working so hard in just every area of life. And I think that existing sounds nice, but we don't know how to do it. We don't know how to just like stop trying so hard. And then also, there is an element of like, well, I can't really stop trying with everything. But I think the point is, like, what can you scale back on? Part of the reason that I haven't been posting every day is that I'm trying to give myself a bit more grace. And while I want to be consistent and show up for myself, that's on one side. But on the other side, it's like we've been hosting a lot and we've had just a lot of visitors, and that's a gift. And I want to be present with them. And I don't want to feel guilty for choosing to spend time with our guests instead of choosing to spend time working on my YouTube channel. So that's how I'm actively trying to just exist this week. But that even just feels like, when I hear exist, I think giving myself lots of space for rest. And my life, on one hand, just doesn't give me a lot of extra time for rest. And because I am working on growing a business, I think that that's really the rub for me right now. Although it could be anything, right? Like, it could be motherhood, it could be your job. For me, it's entrepreneurship right now. So I'm sort of just trying to figure out, what can I let go right now, to give myself more space to be okay and to get into my body more and to spend some time outside. I don't have the answers to this, not at all. I think part of it is related to not wanting to be a burden. So these things connect in my mind. I realized how deep that drive is in my life to not be a burden and to like make sure that I do a good job in all of my roles and make sure that my children are doing the things they need to do. Having a family with lots of needs, and living in a world where it's not always okay to have lots of needs. People expect you to perform, especially in America. It's less so here in Europe, but people expect you to perform at this high level all the time. And what happens if that's just beyond your capacity, or you just need a lot of support because you're neurodivergent or because you have disabilities? And that doesn't make any of us less human and less deserving of support. But I think we've all been socialized, especially as women, really strongly to just give. And so that's sort of what I mean by like, I don't know how to exist. I do feel sometimes like it's going to be the end of the world if I let my responsibilities go, Part of moving abroad for me and like just ejecting myself out of the American hustle system was that I think I needed that space to just exist. So I do have a category for it, and yet it's interesting because those habits that show up in your life of just always pushing, even though I have removed myself from the really, like, I'm not dealing with Maycember right now, like many of you are, because I don't live in America. And things are a lot more chill here in Portugal. But I seem to be able to create my own Maycember as a permanent situation in my life. And some of it is just like being a mom of 5 and having high needs in the family, but some of it is self imposed, right? And so I think that this exhortation to just exist really made me think, like, what would that look like? And how do I lean into that? How do I be okay not performing, not producing? There's that balance, because it's like you need money. Unfortunately, there is this real dynamic, depending on your circumstances, not feeling the freedom to just be, right? It's like everything feels like it would unravel around you. Sometimes that's true. And sometimes it's like, well, like, we're okay. We don't have all the funds in the world, but we have enough to be stable. And we don't have everything that I would like for supporting us all right now, like therapy for all of us who feel like we want therapy, or getting to travel as often as we would like to see family. Like, so those things, I mean, braces. Like, I don't have 5,000 euros to plop down on braces right now, So there's things that are like, they're not the survival things, but they are the thriving things. And so I feel like there's this challenge of being in that spot where you do have enough to survive and be okay and have a place to live and have the food that you need to eat, but then there's so many things that you would like to be doing that would help you to be thriving. And I think that's why I push so hard right now, because I really want to break through in my business to reach a place where it feels like there's more ease and I have the extra funds to get the kind of support that I would like so that I can just exist. So I guess I just want to say, I know this is not easy, but it's something that I'm wrestling through, and I thought that it might be something that you related to. It's hard, but I want to take care of myself, and I want to give myself permission to not just be pushing and pushing and pushing past my capacity all the time. So I think I really want to take that advice. I'm in the messy middle. I'm in the messy middle of my entrepreneurial journey. I'm in the messy middle of parenting teens and young adults. And if you are also in the messy middle, I would love it if you comment. I would love for you to tell me honestly whether you feel like existing is a privilege, or whether it's something that you feel like we can all do at different levels, no matter what our circumstances are. Yeah, I think it's a really good thing to be wrestling with. I'm Andy, here to tell you where I rank today on the OKometer. I'm realizing that it's just based on a point in time during the day, and that I'm usually all over the map as far as being okay. I have worked really hard today, just period, worked really hard. And on the OKometer today, I'm still just sort of over here. I think I'm really exhausted. We just finished our 3rd out of 4 visitors. I love seeing people, and also I'm a little bit introverted these days, basically all of my adult life after having children. So, um, yeah, so I think I'm just a little tired. But it was such a pleasure to have my unofficial niece, Eli's cousin from his birth family. We pretend like she's my niece, and yeah, and that her mom is my sister, even though it's not really true officially. Oh, family and birth family is really, describing it is hard. So, anyway, she is our youngest's biological cousin, which it's such a treasure to have her in our life. Oh gosh, that's a story that is his to tell, but I'm really thankful to have his birth family in our lives. So this evening I've been rather grouchy, rather over here. I think I maybe got to here because I worked really hard at it. Went to the beach and sat and watched the water. I had some salt and vinegar chips. It sounds funny to say I was trying really hard to just exist, but that's what my video is about today. So you'll see that existing is very hard for me. Just relaxing. I did try and really take it slow today for a few hours, and then I decided that I was going to power wash our living room rug. So I think I really just freaking wore myself out. It was a very satisfying job though, much more satisfying than staring at a computer, I think, just because you can see all of the dirt wash out of it. The reason that we have to power wash our rug is because I can't find like a rentable steam cleaning machine here. And I stood out there for like hours because it's a really big rug. I think it's 9 by 12. I carried it here in a suitcase because it's actually hard to get rugs that big here in Portugal or just in Europe. They're mostly 8 by 10 or smaller. So anyways, I don't know why I'm telling you all this except just to say that I worked really hard today. And I tried to just exist, and then I worked hard some more, and I forgot to take my ADHD meds. And I think if you are struggling to be okay on your okayometer, please remember to take your meds because they usually make you feel much better. So it's absolutely mind-blowingly beautiful this evening, which is helpful. It's really pretty, huh? I just think I'm a little grouchy. I think I need a good night of sleep. Yesterday I went to the ER with a kid, so yeah, it's just been full on. It's likely that I'm just beyond exhausted. So anyway, I'm hoping that tomorrow we can get from like sun's barely coming out a little bit over to like blue sky and bird again. But I will report back. I hope that today you can find some beauty around you in your life. That beauty would buoy your spirit and help you to manage whatever things you're carrying. And I'm going to make sure that I go take a walk on that beach over there because while I don't have all of the money in the world, I do have so many good things going for me, and I want to make sure that I receive those and make space for myself to enjoy the good things that I do have. So I want to encourage you to figure out what those things are in your life today and maybe zoom in on them. That's what I'm going to do. Struggle is real. Solidarity. Thanks for being here with me, and I'll see you probably tomorrow.